All right, class, settle in. Today, we're diving into one of the most intricate and philosophically rich power systems in anime, Nen from Hunter x Hunter. If you've ever wondered what it would look like if martial arts, metaphysics, and personality psychology had a baby, it's Nen. At its core, Nen is the art of manipulating your life energy, or aura. Every living being produces aura, but most people leak it unconsciously. Nen teaches you to control, refine, and weaponize that energy. Think of it like emotional intelligence meets spiritual discipline. The first techniques, Ten, Zetsu, Ren, and Hatsu, are like learning to breathe properly before running a marathon. Ten helps you form a protective aura shield. Zetsu lets you hide your presence. Ren boosts your aura output, and Hatsu is where things get personal. It's your unique expression of Nen, shaped by your personality and values. Imagine you're an artist. Ten is learning to hold a brush. Zetsu is knowing when to step back and observe. Ren is the boldness of your strokes. And Hatsu, that's your style, your signature. Nen isn't just about fighting, it's about self-awareness. You can't master Nen without understanding who you are. Then there's the Nen categories: enhancer, emitter, manipulator, transmuter, conjurer, and specialist. Each person naturally aligns with one, based on their personality. And yes, you can train to use other types, but the further you stray from your natural category, the harder it gets. Enhancers specialize in strengthening their natural abilities or objects they touch. This category is all about raw power and simplicity. Enhancers tend to be straightforward, determined, and honest. People who value direct action and physicality. Their Nen abilities often amplify strength, endurance, or healing. For example, Gon Freak's Ice uses enhancement to supercharge his punches, turning basic strikes into devastating blows. If you're the type who believes in pushing through obstacles with grit and force, enhancement might be your natural Nen type. Emitters can project their aura away from their bodies, allowing them to attack from a distance or imbue objects with energy. These users are often energetic, impulsive, and goal-driven. Emission abilities are typically fast and forceful, like energy blasts or remote punches. Liurio's ability to punch someone from across a room is a classic example. Emitters are like sprinters. They hit hard and fast, but don't always have the staying power of enhancers. If you're someone who acts quickly and decisively, emission could be your fit. Transmuters change the properties of their aura to mimic something else, like turning it into fire, electricity, or even chewing gum. These users are often playful, unpredictable, and clever. Hisoka, for instance, transmutes his aura into bungee gum, which has the properties of both rubber and gum, perfectly reflecting his mischievous and manipulative nature. Transmutation is ideal for those who think outside the box and enjoy bending the rules. If you're a creative trickster with a flair for the dramatic, this category might be your playground. Conjurers create physical objects out of aura, often with specific rules or conditions. They're typically analytical, calm, and detail-oriented. Kurapika's chains are a textbook example. Each chain has a distinct function, and their power is enhanced by strict conditions tied to his personal vendetta. Conjuration is for those who like structure and control, often using their abilities to solve problems with precision. If you're methodical and value planning over improvisation, conjuration could be your natural type. Manipulators control objects or living beings, often through direct contact or aura links. These users are strategic, logical, and sometimes controlling. Shalnark's ability to manipulate people using antennae and a cell phone shows how manipulators can turn others into tools. This category is ideal for tacticians who prefer indirect control and psychological warfare. If you're someone who likes pulling strings from behind the scenes, manipulation might be your calling. Specialists are the wild cards of Nen. Their abilities don't fit into the other 5 categories and are often unique, unpredictable, or reality-bending. Crollo Luke Silfer, who can steal and use other people's Nen abilities, is a prime example. Specialists tend to be eccentric, mysterious, and hard to categorize. Their powers often defy logic and require deep understanding or unusual conditions. If you're someone who doesn't play by the rules and thrives on uniqueness, specialization is where you belong. So, Nen isn't just a power system, it's a philosophy. It rewards introspection, creativity, and discipline. In a world where brute strength often dominates, Nen reminds us that true power comes from knowing yourself and using that knowledge with precision.